Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes are bolstering their defensive line, specifically on the edge, really trying to be able to provide some frontman help for Travis Hunter and everybody else that is going to be taking the lead in the back seven. And yesterday, Saturday the 14th, and then this morning, Sunday the 15th, Colorado got two pretty exciting commitments from two edge rushers. And I think, we got to talk about it and talk about the other two guys that we're visiting as well and where Colorado's at in all of this. But before we do that, please go ahead and hit that like and the subscribe button. Let me know what you all are thinking down in the comments below. I have some pretty exciting interviews coming up for this off-season content, getting stuff lined out. So you guys are definitely going to want to be subscribed. Definitely hit the like button. Definitely jump down in the comments. Continue to give us that engagement and that interaction so that I can continue to bring you more great content and more great interviews. So the Colorado Buffaloes, Coach Prime, listen, they're trying to focus right now down in the trenches, the defensive line and the offensive line. Two spots of need for the Buffaloes going into 2023. And they recently just got two, I would say, pretty nice additions to the team. One of them, I think, would be considered a massive addition. The other one would just be a nice addition. And we're going to start with Taylor Upshaw. And Taylor Upshaw, he was a 6'5", 250-pound kid coming out of Lakeland High School or Bradenton, Florida. And, of course, a lot of people expected him at that time to go to Florida. Ultimately, he ended up committing and enrolling at Michigan. And he comes from a line and a family that they're historically great athletes. When you go look at it, his dad was drafted number 12 overall in the NFL, which that's impressive. And then he's also had a brother, Reagan Upshaw II, that played collegiately and was a team captain at Clemson during the BV era. So Taylor Upshaw comes from a family that is pretty well been historically good at this sport, and they know what they're doing and they know how to play. Additionally, if you're Colorado, you got a guy in Taylor Upshaw that has played now in the Big Ten. So you're talking about a guy that can go in there and fight with you in the trenches. Yeah, he's played in, if not the best conference, the second best conference in all of college football. When you go look at the level of competition that the Big Ten plays, you got an Ohio State that can just put points on you at will. Then you've got teams like Michigan and Penn State where, yeah, they could put points up, but they're also going to play smash-mouth basketball. Or, not basketball, smash-mouth football. And I think that's the kind of guy that you want for this team, especially with a guy that's going to be a senior. You want to be able to have that veteran leadership back there and a guy that's just proven to be able to battle in the trenches with you, and that's exactly who Taylor Upshaw is. So in his career at Michigan, most recently up to the last year, he had 12 total tackles last year, 5 solos, and 2 sacks and 1 interception. But in his career, he has 1 interception, 1 forced fumble. He has 5.5 sacks, and he has 38 total tackles. So it's not like he has seen the field a whole lot, but sometimes as your edge rusher and on your defensive line, those guys necessarily don't have just stunning tackle numbers, especially if they're doing their job, right? You look at the quarterback pressure and the sacks number. That's what you really want to see. And ultimately, Taylor Upshaw's got it, and I think a guy that is going to be able to come in and make an immediate impact for this team and this defense. I don't think that you see a scenario where he does not make an impact in that locker room. Additionally, y'all got a commitment this morning from a prospect that I really liked, Jordan Dominic, the 6'3", 251-pound defensive lineman, and he will definitely be playing the edge. When you look at what he was able to do at Colorado, or not at Colorado, at Georgia Tech going to Colorado, he recorded 103 tackles and 9 sacks in 31 games for Georgia Tech. Then this recent season, he ended up at Arkansas, where he had 34 total tackles, 9 solo, 7.5 sacks. 7.5. 2 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. So this is a guy that has not been short on production at all in his collegiate career. And this is a guy that you were, my golly, bet he is going to be starting day one. And if he's not starting day one, I would maybe be a little concerned that something's not working out there. But again, another senior that is going to be able to come in, provide some veteran leadership. He has played in the ACC. He's played in the SEC. So he's definitely seen some different types of offenses. Definitely is going to know how to scheme up and get to a lot of these quarterbacks. And when you guys have to go play the talented quarterbacks that you guys are going to have to this year in Bo Nix, DJ Uiagalelei, you've got Cam Rising, Caleb Williams, whoever the TCU quarterback's going to be. I think it's probably going to be Chandler Morris. Yeah, you're going to want a guy like this that knows how to get to the quarterback and can be a veteran leader in there on how to go in there and win those games, especially when he goes to the SEC and plays, the best of the best talent. So ultimately, Colorado had a really big weekend this weekend, landing 2 commits in a position that they absolutely needed to find an answer to. Now, the elephant in the room, Kormani McLean has potentially been seen in Colorado this past weekend on a visit. And we should be getting an announcement for Kormani McLean soon. And so this is interesting because Kormani McLean is one of the top 10 highest, I'm going to say it again, top 10 highest rated cornerbacks of all time in the 247 era. Now, when I say all time, we're talking about since they've started doing these ranking calculations and everything for the players, which I think started back in 2000. Kormani McLean, the 6'2", 165-pound guy, currently is a commit for Miami. However, you have heard the rumors that the Miami staff showed up to his high school in Lakeland, and he wasn't there. He wasn't anywhere to be seen. And then you hear rumors that he is in Colorado. But then all of a sudden, he posts something that says he's not in Colorado. He posts something with a location that says he's in Miami, which definitely could have been premeditated. He could have did that before he got there and had that ready to go as ammo. But Kormani McLean, it's something we have to watch. And it's something I know a lot of you Colorado fans are watching as well, because he's a projected first-round pick, being a 5-star, right? That's what 247 says 5 stars are. They are projected first-round picks. But you look at the kid, and you see the NFL qualities that this kid has. Raw, athletic. And you line him up with a Travis Hunter, Colorado might have the best cornerback room in the country. Not to mention what they could potentially be doing in 2024 at the safety position. So it's definitely something that I think you all are keeping an eye on. I believe he's going to Colorado, but I want to hear from you guys. Where do you think Kormani McLean lands, and do you think Coach Prime can close the deal once again? Thank you all for watching today. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Jump down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We got lots of great content coming up, and those engagement, those interactions, those continue to help me be able to bring you great content like this.